Hi, Twos, and any friends, any kids who happen to be watching this. I decided to just make my Storytime videos here on YouTube public, just in the spirit of helping everybody during this time while everybody's at home and out of school. So anyway, this book, I'm sure a lot of friends recognize, If You Give a Moose a Muffin. So you might also know the story, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. So if you know that book, touch your head. And if you have read this book, If You Give a Moose a Muffin, then touch your nose. All right, so this again, If You Give a Moose a Muffin, and it is written by Laura Numeroff, illustrated by Felicia Bond. I realized, friends, that I forgot to introduce the author for my first story time, the Sesame Street Together book. So very important to remember the author and illustrator of the books you are reading. That is always important when you read books. Okay, so here we go. It's another silly one. By the way, before I start, I just want to I'm borrowing this book from a friend from a child I nanny, so I just want to thank him. We have a tradition where I've been borrowing books to read on the Zoom calls for the twos and these videos, so it's a good tradition, right? Everybody is always working on sharing, so thank you for that. And it's good because I was running out of books, friends. I mostly have a lot of Pete the Cat books right now, so I thought it would be fun to mix it up with some different books. And I know for these videos, this is only the second one, so I've not even done a Pete the Cat story yet, but all my friends from the two Zoom calls have heard a lot of Pete the Cat books. Okay, so If You Give a Moose a Muffin. If you give a moose a muffin, there's the moose. He will want some jam to go with it. So you'll bring out some of your mother's homemade blackberry jam. Wow, friends, they already made a mess. There's already a mess in the kitchen from bringing out the jam. Friends, do you like muffins? I love muffins. And I actually think that's a great activity to do. If you are looking for something to do while you're at home, you could make some muffins or some cookies. That's really fun. Measuring is wonderful for practicing your math and science. You're working on measurement, you're working on volume, and it's also lots of sensory, feeling the different textures of the flour and then smelling all the different ingredients you use, like maybe cinnamon, which, of course would smell sweet, and maybe some vanilla. So anyway, just a little tip, baking is a wonderful activity full of lots of learning. Back to the story, friends. When he's finished eating the muffin, he will want another. That's how I feel. When I finish eating a muffin, friends, I want another muffin. Unless it was a really big muffin, then I would be full. Okay, then he wants another muffin. Wow, he wants so many muffins. And another, and then when they're all gone, he will ask you to make more. He ate all the muffins. Look, empty muffin tin. Looks like he ate 12 muffins. Looks like there were 2 tins, and each had 6 muffins in them. This moose ate a lot of muffins. So you'll need to go to the store to get some muffin mix. He will want to go with you. When he opens the door and feels how chilly it is, brr, he will ask to borrow a sweater. See the leaves falling? So in this story, it must be fall, right? That looks like fall with those colored fall leaves. Do you remember in the fall, it gets chilly, we put on our sweaters and our jackets to go outside. When he puts the sweater on, he'll notice one of the buttons is loose. He will ask for a needle and thread. A loose button. That reminds me of Pete the Cat, friends, with his loose buttons. Remember that? How he loses all his buttons? Okay, so the moose is going to start sewing, and the button will remind him of the puppets his grandmother used to make. Okay, so he's sewing the button on. Now he's thinking about puppets. Oh, goodness. So he'll ask for some old socks. He will make sock puppets. Wow. Let's check out the sock puppets. Whoa, when they're done, he'll want to put on a puppet show. Wow, those are good sock puppets he made. You see those? That could be another fun project, friends. Maybe you will want to make a sock puppet after this. That would be easy. Find an old sock, maybe add some buttons, take a marker, draw some eyes and a nose and a smile. Take some yarn for some whiskers. There you go, there's your sock puppet. He will need some cardboard and paints, right? Because they're putting on a puppet show now. Wow, they got a lot out. They got cardboard and paints and newspaper, right? Newspaper helps if you are doing a messy art project. Put some newspaper or anything like that down on the floor. Keep it clean. Then he'll ask you to help make the scenery. Oh, wow, they're making a whole puppet show with a whole backdrop with this cardboard. They're painting a backdrop. This looks fun. See, they have all their paints. They're playing music. That could be a fun project too, friends. Make a whole backdrop for a puppet show. When the scenery is finished, he will get behind the couch, but his antlers will stick out. Uh-oh, he's so big that you can see his antlers. Uh-oh. Oh, but our friend here is so tired. Just fell asleep on the couch from all that painting, all that working. So he'll ask for something to cover up his antlers, of course. So you'll bring him a sheet from your bed. She got a sheet. When he sees the sheet, he will remember he wants to be a ghost for Halloween. He'll try it on, and then he'll shout, "Boo!" It'll scare him so much, he will knock over the paints. Oh no. He knocked all the paints over, friends. Look at that. He made a big mess. He got paint all over that bright white sheet. Uh-oh. So he will use the sheet to clean up the mess. Then he'll ask for some soap to wash it out. That's a good idea. At least he wants to keep the sheet clean. Get all the paint out with the soap. Okay, so then he'll probably want to hang the sheet up to dry. It's a good idea. Get it all dry. He will go outside to put it on the clothesline. When he's out in the yard, he'll see your mother's blackberry bushes. Oh, back to the blackberry bushes. Do you remember the beginning of the story? The blackberry jam. Let's see. That's right. Seeing the blackberries will remind him of her blackberry jam. He will probably ask you for some. And chances are, if you give him the jam, friends, what will happen if this friend gives the moose the jam? What will he want to go with the jam? That's right, he will want a muffin to go with it. There they are. After making all the mess and doing all those different things, he got all distracted and now he's back where he was. He wants some more muffins. So now they're going to go to the store. But the last time they tried to do that, that's when he decided to do all those other different things. So we'll see. Those books are so fun, friends. This is a great series, classic books. Let's clap for If You Give a Moose a Muffin. Yay! And we'll do the same shaker as the last video. Yay! All right, friends, thank you for listening to If You Give a Moose a Muffin. And I hope everybody is doing well. And see you soon, my twos friends. Hopefully, we'll see each other soon when it is tough to record yourself sometimes, friends. You lose your words. We will see each other soon when it is safe to be back at school. Okay, so see you on the next Storytime video. I'll probably read a Pete the Cat story next because, as I have said many times, we have lots of fun Pete the Cat stories here. So I will see you then, and my twos friends, see you on Zoom. Bye! Oh, and I should make this a tradition of these Storytime videos. Here is a virtual hug because we know in twos we all love to hug. So, virtual hug! Bye!